Alright, so today we have on the channel some cool products made by a company called ALLPOWERS. They're known for making portable power stations and solar panel kits for outdoor use. The kits that I'll be showing you today are the portable S200 Mini Power Station, the 200 standing for 200 watts, along with the 100 watt monocrystalline and polycrystalline solar panel kit options. So let me show you guys what comes inside of these boxes really quickly, and then we'll move on to the good stuff. Okay, so let's start off with the mini portable power station. As you can see, it's nice and compact in size, which is ideal for taking it on the go. However, it does have a little bit of weight to it, being that it comes in around 1.4 kilograms, but it's not as heavy as you think. You can easily fit this right in your backpack and carry it on the go without that much strain. On the front of it, you have an AC or alternating current output inverter, which has a continuous output of 200 watts, surged at 240 watts, as labeled by the manufacturer. Right here you have the power on button and the indicator light, 2 USB ports with an output of 5 volts 3 amps, an LCD screen that shows you the power that's being inputted and outputted, which I'll show you in a few. On the right hand side you have a USB Type-C port with an input anywhere from 9, 12, 15, and 20 volts at a maximum of 60 watts, and an output power from 5, 9, 12, 15, and 20 volts at 3 amps, also with a maximum of 60 watts. You also have a DC in slot to charge it indoors using the power adapter cable that comes included in the box, which you can also use with the solar panel kit when charging it outdoors. The DC input is between 100 volts to 220 volts and works with frequencies between 50 and 60 hertz, which basically means that you can connect it to any AC wall plug worldwide. These two buttons here are for switching between the AC output and the USB output power. On both sides of the power station, you have ventilation holes, which helps to dissipate the heat when the internal cooling fan kicks in, which I'll also show you in a few. Over here on the top of the power station is a dedicated area for charging smartphones with key technology wirelessly. Alright, so I have the power adapter plugged in, so let's go ahead and turn it on. As you can see, we now have all of the readings visible on the front LCD display. On the left, you have the battery icon that tells you how much power you currently have available in percentage. Next to that, it tells you how many hours of power you have left. And these three here indicate the watt power for the input, the DC output, and the AC output. When you're charging it, you'll see the number of watts being inputted here. When you want to use the USB-A and USB-C slots to charge your devices, you have to have it on DC output. which is always on by default. And the way that you know this is by looking at the indicator light in the front. If it turns green, that means that it's in DC out mode. When you need to use the AC inverter, you need to switch it to AC out mode by pressing and holding on the button for 3 to 4 seconds. You'll notice the indicator light turn red and the cooling fan will start to kick in automatically. Now you can use the AC plug. Just make sure that after you're done using the AC plug to turn off the AC out mode first, then you can unplug it. When it comes to the charging speed, it takes around 4 to 5 hours to fully charge the station using the AC power adapter. But you can also charge it much faster if you wanted to by using both AC power adapter and the USB-C connector with a wall adapter at the same time. Just make sure that you're using an adapter with a maximum of 65 watts. Alright, so now that I've shown you the S200, let's move on to the solar panels. I have 2 solar panel kits here, and both of them have a foldable suitcase design with a nice little handle on the top. Both unfold very easily when it comes to deploying them. And after you're done using them, you simply fold them back up and take it with you again. Both of these kits have a storage pouch where you can store all of the cables and accessories that come included with them. On this kit here, you have the solar power controller box, which has one DC output connector that is able to charge up a 12-volt car battery and other devices under 18 volts. On the edges of the panels, you have corded loops that can be used with the spring hooks that come included. This panel doesn't have any leg stands to hold it up, so you have to lay it on a flat surface. With some rope, you can then tie it onto the roof of a car, the back of a pickup, or onto a tent. While this other one here does have foldable leg stands that can hold it up at an angle, making it more convenient. The fabric on both of these are made from a water-resistant PVC material, and the panels themselves are made from PET material. That stands for polyethylene terephthalate, which is a type of plastic material that's used to make bottled water, food containers, and other products due to its stability and non-toxic nature. This PET material is used as a protective layer above the actual solar cell because of its high transparency and scratch-proof resistance. The solar cells or wafers on these kits vary. For example, one is made from monocrystalline and the other is made from polycrystalline, which is what most portable solar panel kits are made from these days. Now, they do work the same way when it comes to harvesting solar energy, but there is a difference between them that's important to know. So let me explain these to you so you can get an idea of what they are and what they do. Let's start with the monocrystalline solar panels. This one has black colored solar cells that are made from a single silicon crystal, and they have a higher efficiency rating because the electrons generating the flow of energy have more space to move around within the single crystal. Now, polycrystalline panels, on the other hand, have blue-colored cells that are made from multiple silicon crystals melted together. Because of this, the electrons have less space to move, making them less efficient than monocrystalline. So basically, monocrystalline is better and more effective, especially during temperature changes like those cloudy or overcasted days, but it's more expensive when it comes to cost. Polycrystalline is less effective during temperature changes, but costs much less. Anyway, I hope this gives you a better understanding about these two types of solar panels when it comes to choosing the right one for your needs. To use these solar panels with the S200, you need to use the DC 5525 to DC 5521 cable that comes included in the box for use with the monocrystalline panel, or the MC4 connector cables that come included with the polycrystalline panels. Now make sure that you connect the cable heads correctly. As a quick tip or reminder, the barrel connector with the black colored tip is the one that goes connected directly to the DC output on the power controller, and the barrel connector with the yellow tip is the one that goes connected into the S200's DC input. Once it's properly connected, you should be able to see the watt power being inputted on the LCD screen display. And it should take between 1.5 to 2 hours to charge using the solar panels, but that also depends on the weather conditions, so do keep that in mind. So what do I think about the S200 and both of these solar panel kits? First, let me say that if you're looking for something to power a coffee maker, a large fan, or a mini fridge, this is not going to do the job for you. This mini power station is basically ideal for charging up smartphones, tablets, laptops, action cameras, small radios, sub-250 drone batteries, and maybe a small digital camera on the go. But anything larger that requires more power, I'd recommend getting a bigger power station that's at least 2,000 watts or more. I do like the fact that it's compact in size, making it easier to travel with, even though it does have a little bit of weight to it. Having a AC plug, 2 USB ports, a USB-C port, plus a wireless phone charger might be perfect for someone who's just looking for a small backup. As for the solar panels, I think they're perfect for the small setup with the S200, and being able to quickly fold and unfold it makes it perfect for traveling. Now the only thing I didn't like about the monocrystalline version is that it doesn't have any foldable leg stands on the back of it, like every other portable solar panel you see these days. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you're looking at buying it. Anyway, this one's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in once again. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do add a thumbs up to it to show your support, and please feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to. With that said, God bless you, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.